Hey guys, I am Warious and Warious as well, and the German cruisers and the Soviet destroyers have finally come to World of Warships. It's quite time consuming to grind and play all the ships and do videos on them at once, but for tier 1 you fortunately don't have to grind anything. I plan this to be like a series of videos, but that's probably gonna end on like tier 5 because afterwards it would take too much time to even get the ships and so on. So just tier 5 and don't bitch about it, eh? Well, the tier 1 ships are the German Hermelin, which means stout, and it's this cute animal, and the Russian Orlan, which means eagle. Historically, both of these ships aren't really cruisers at all, just like all the other tier 1s, which are designated cruisers, but really have no business being cruisers. So, looking at the garage, I didn't say garage, port, what is garage? We see exactly the same gun layout for both of them, and the Hashidate as well, 2 guns and 2 turrets, one on the stem, one on the stern, easy as that. They both have tiny plus minus 130mm guns, but the Hermelin turrets have a shorter range, only 7.8 kilometers. This is probably the main factor why I don't like this piece of ship. It's also got like the same rate of fire, so the better alpha damage never really shows itself. It's a quicker and more maneuverable ship, however. But all in all, I don't like this ship much. The Hermelin is not a very good ship. Nearly all my games were like me trying to get into gun range, people shooting at me far beyond my gun range, me trying to avoid their shots, and it does very well in avoiding shots. But if all you do the whole game is avoid enemies' shots, and even if you do it well, you really do nothing for your team. So that's why I don't like this ship. Orlan, on the other hand, is quite an enjoyable little boat. It's not as maneuverable, but you also don't have to avoid so many shots. And the guns have greater range and just seem better all around. Moreover, on tier 1, you can shave off a large chunk of enemies' HP just by firing one shot from these little cannons, and this is just so much more satisfying than if you fire your cruiser's guns on like tier 5 and you do like 1% of the entire ship's damage to like a battleship. Or if you're playing a battleship, you can do a lot of damage with one salvo, but then you have to wait another 40 seconds. So it's actually pretty nice playing on the tier 1. So right now I'm just trying to loop some shells over that island. Some of them hit, some of them don't. And this is just a waste of time. So let's just move on a bit. The teams are still equal on points. No capture or anything, so nothing special. And we are about the same on ships as well. Though it's gonna change soon. And there we go, we destroyed an enemy ship, so we are now ahead on points. And let's see what's behind this island. What's hiding there? Tell me what's hidden there. And there we go, that's a Dresden. Pretty nice. So let's just start and pepper him with my high explosive shells. And I think he's driven into an island, so great news for me. And you really see the great rate of fire on the Orlan. I really love the guns. This is just so good. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm doing some minor damage to this Dresden, but I cannot do this on my own. So I'm turning away in order to avoid as many shots as possible. And he's knocked my engine out, so that's not very nice, and he's even got his own support. So I'm not really looking forward to pissing in on my own, but fortunately I got some friends here, so see that he starts firing at some other guys, and it doesn't really matter that I have the knocked out steering because nobody's firing at me, so I can just continue to contribute to the Dresden's death and stay on half health myself. Now I've repaired my engine and the Dresden's out. Great news for us. And there is an Orlan, but he's out of my range. I'm out of his range as well. So now I'm just trying to close in at these ships that are pretty far away, so they can't fire at me, fortunately. But I also, unfortunately, can't fire at them. But they're pretty far away from our A base, so it's probably just a question of how we can, kill them on the B base. And this game isn't definitely gonna end by capture. This is gonna be kill all. So you're looping some shells over that island on that Hermelin. And what's here? Another Hermelin, is it? I think. Let's get some shells into him, and missed, alright. And he's just out of my range, so let's just fire at another Hermelin. That's always enough for Hermelins for you to fire at, which is just fine. Come on, Hermelin, give me that Buddha. Come on, come on. No, not even that. Come on, I fired like 10 shots and none of them hit. Finally! So there we go, I've knocked out his anti-aircraft armament, which is completely useless. And what? Set him on fire? And I even knocked out his engine, but he's already behind that island, so it doesn't matter that much. And a hit to Citadel. The damage potential of the HE shells is not as high as of the AP shots, but still it shaved off like a quarter of his health, so pretty nice. Good shots, good shots. And on the left we see the Storozhevoi or something. How's it called? The Russian tier 2 destroyer. And this is such an awful ship. I mean, really, don't be afraid of its torpedoes, because they got like 3-kilometer range. Really, American destroyer captains, don't bitch about your range anymore. So great. Let's just find some shots at the Storozhevoi, but it's such a small ship and it's hard to hit him. So let's just hope for some hits. Yeah, one incubation, he probably repaired that. So let's find some ships behind this island. There should be like... What? Oh, damn. So a Hermelin. Let's just see to this guy. And this looks very, very bad. Because on this range, he's really got the advantage. So I'm still trying to turn away from him in order to pose as little target as possible. You know, I've scored some incubation hits. And now it really doesn't look well. But alright, you know, it was quite a good game, you know, like over 50 hits. And I am going down. But I'm at least going down fighting. And I really love this. The Orlan is a great ship. Even though I lost, this was a great game. All the games I played in the Hermelin were shit. So that's just about all, guys. Thank you for your attention and your retention, and we'll hopefully see each other very soon in the next video, which is gonna be about World of Tanks patch 10.0 finally coming out, if it already hasn't come out. So stay tuned for more various Warious videos, and leave a like, leave a comment, leave whatever you want, and goodbye.